Okay, fifth grade. So I'm going to go ahead and review everything we learned last week when it comes to looking at this spreadsheet and figuring out sum, average, and inserting charts so that you have this and you can look back on it. All right, we're going to start with the sum, finding the sum. So a simple way to find the sum is just to go to the column. This would be column D because this is the only column that has numbers in it. You can only find the sum when you have a column with numbers. So I'm going to highlight this column. And one nice thing is, one really fast way to find the sum is it's right down here in the bottom corner. And you can find the sum right there. So then you know it's 62. But I also want to teach you how to use the formula and the function key. So now that I have this highlighted, I can go right up here to this symbol. It looks kind of like an E. Click on it, and I'm going to choose sum. And you can see what the formula actually looks like. It starts with an equal sign, has the command sum, and in parentheses, it has the range of cells. So the first number was in cell D2, and the last is right here in D19. When I click off of that, there is the sum. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a heading, sum of pets in class. Okay, so that's a real quick way to find a sum. Let me also tell you how you can write in the formula yourself. You could choose any of these cells here. I'm just going to choose that one. Every function starts with the equal sign. So you'll start with the equal, and then you give it the command. So you're going to start typing the word sum, and once you even type the S, here are all the commands. We're just worrying about sum at this point, so we're going to click sum. And then it puts the first parentheses right there for you, and then this is the part where you type in your cell range. So D2, and then you have to do a colon to D19, and then you add the other parentheses, click off of it, and you get the same response there by typing in the formula yourself. Let's now think about average. So we can go back to highlighting. And when we do that, and let's go back to our first way to find it, we can click one of these arrows and the average is right there, 3.4444. But let's go ahead, oops, sorry about that. Let's go ahead now and type in that formula. So again, it begins with the equal sign. And you start typing average. Here it is. We're just going with a straight average. And then the cell range, D2 colon D19 parentheses, and you get that 3.44 average of pets. There we go. Another thing I taught you last week was how to change cell colors. So you are just going to highlight the cells that you would like to change the color and then go right up to this paint bucket, and now you can choose a cell color. This comes in handy whenever you're wanting something to stand out. I'm going to bold that too. There we go. Okay, so now we have the sum of the pets and the average of pets. Okay, so for columns E, F, G, and H, I wanted to teach you how to insert charts that go along with that data so that you can easily analyze it. Go up to the top. Let's look, we are in Mrs. Schmutz's class. Let's look at what the favorite pizza topping was. So that means I'm going to go to column F. I can just click on the letter F. There we go. And there's a chart icon right here that says Insert Chart. Or, of course, there is the Insert menu and Chart right here. Either one works. Go right here. And here we go. We have a chart. Looks like cheese and pepperoni are tied for the favorite topping. You could switch the chart type This is a simple bar graph. You could also do a pie graph, which a lot of you probably like better, or the horizontal pie graph, which seems a little bit easier to read to me. Whichever you choose, you do need to go into the customization to give your chart a proper title. So we're going to delete that whole thing. I'm going to call it favorite pizza toppings. You can change the color of this to customize it and give it a more pleasing view. There we go. Font, we have Arial. You can change that to something different if you'd like. Okay. You can give it a background. And if we scroll down, we also have these axes. So we have the horizontal, which is right here, and then the left vertical, which is this one. So you want to go ahead and give those the right kinds of headings too. We're just going to say, okay, we're going to call this one numbers of students. Okay, because it's the number of students who chose this topping. And then we're going to switch to vertical, and we're going to call this favorite pizza toppings. Okay. When I'm pleased with how my chart looks, I can go ahead and insert that. Now I have a chart. One thing that I wanted you to do was add this to your Google Drawing for an infographic. You can just click on this arrow and copy the chart, and then you'll be able to add that to your infographic, which I will do another video on. Okay, I hope this helps you to understand better how to use spreadsheets to analyze your data from a Google form. Thank you.